live on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan and our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, we'll be hearing from shortly. Right now, the Pelicans are back in town for just one game and looking to play well for their home fans.
And guys, this is an opponent that's given them problems first 2 times out that they met. Both losses. We'll see if the third time is the charm.
Stop hiding in the fucking paint and play some defense.
All fueled up and ready to go. A starting 5 on the floor. So for Chicago right now, here it's Edge at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. Rajon Rondo is up there with Dwayne. And it's Butler in at the 3. And at this point of the season, Steve, for teams that know they'll be back in the postseason, trying to fine-tune everything as the season winds down, trying to get the rotations down.
You know what? It's a huge balance. Do you keep playing your guys? Do you rest guys? You're trying to find that balance to keep them going.
What's the answer?
I think you keep playing. I'm not a component of resting guys. I think you keep playing. Obviously, maybe take some practices off, but I think you keep playing in games, and maybe you bring them out of games earlier versus just flat-out resting them.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Even though those guys come off the pine, they are still expected to produce, and they often do a phenomenal job at stepping up.
He's your right side. Here's Cousins. And Mirotic sends it back. Here's Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Wade.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
I love to see them push it like that because the reason why, he's a deadly finisher in the transition game.
The 3 from Hill. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And they ran their offense nearly to... And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And stolen by Butler. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Holiday against Rondo. Holiday dishes to Davis. The kick out to Hill. Feeds it to Frazier. New Orleans moving the ball around. And stolen by Mirotic with the shot. That misses off the backboard. The Pelicans trail. And with the Bulls, there are so many great moments to choose from. But in your view, Steve, what do you think is the defining moment for this Bulls franchise?
From a playing standpoint, you can't help but think of when Michael Jordan hit the game-winning shot to win the finals over Byron Russell. First title over the Lakers was right up there, too, but that was the biggest for me.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Monty Eunice is checked in for Davis. Pondexter comes in for Solomon Hill. Jordan Crawford's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Cook sub in for Frazier. The Bulls leading by 4. And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. That is... his first foul of the game. And Chicago has possession. Portis kicks to Grant. While they're passing to Lopez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Grant gets to the corner and buries it.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Pondexter. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Lopez.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Dante Cunningham's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. Pondexter dishes to Cunningham. He kicks to Moniunas. Basket good. Moniunas has got his first points in this one.
Once he realized who was on him, he confidently went straight up and sunk that easy look.
Down low. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. Number 5, the Bulls.
The way they space the floor is why they get so many open three-pointers. It's all about how they consistently move around the court.
Grant the pass to Zipser. Back to Grant. To the paint. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at Golden State. And checking out Utah. Tied up with them. There's 45 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Launches a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Pass to Portis. Back to Grant. To the paint. Lopez kicks to Grant. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
There's Crawford with the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. Valentine kicks to Portis. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night.
Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
And that concludes the first. The second quarter beginning in just a moment. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
They've been a well-oiled machine offensively thus far.
Little to no errors whatsoever, and they just keep getting better.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Portis, D-Wade out there with Grant. Then there's Mirotic, and it's Butler in the 3 slot. Shot clock at 6. Out to Wade. And there's Mirotic on the assist by Wade. Mirotic has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Bulls. And for NBA teams, the hardest thing to do is to get superstar talent, obviously. The Pelicans have that in Anthony Davis. How, Greg, do you think they build around him?
Well, a big part of it is just him staying healthy. I mean, we all know this is the team that's had horrible luck in that regard. Now they're shaping personnel to fit the new coaching staff. A bit more shooting, more depth. I think that's going to be key.
Smitty is an NBA veteran. What were some of the things you missed the least about playing on the road?
Just trying to fill time. You know, after shoot around, you get finished around 12. And then sometimes the game is not until 7, so you don't have that much time. But those days off, everybody's at work, and you're just roaming around the city.
Yeah.
You got to really get close to your teammates, do some things like going to the movies, having dinner, and basically getting your rest.
Routine's a big deal, isn't it?
It is, and obviously the one good thing you can do is get into the weight room and work on your body on the off time and give your body some rest.
We played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And stolen by Mirotic. Pass to Rondo. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. 8 points for Nikola Mirotic.
He is just getting hotter as the game goes along, building on a strong start. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second quarter. That pass was a work of art right there.
Rondo dishes to Mirotic. Count the basket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Tim Frazier's checked in for New Orleans.
Start it.
And with the Bulls, there has been a sense of disconnect between the front office and the coaching staff. We've read about it, we've heard about it, and the fans and the players, throw them into the mix too for quite some time. Steve, the stigma just hasn't gone away.
Something that would clear up everything if the Bulls could get back to just winning. When teams start to slide, there's a lot of finger pointing, and that's been going on in Chicago.
Butler passes to Rondo. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Pelicans.
You know, and you don't see them leaning too heavily one way or the other, striking a real nice balance between taking it inside and stretching the floor. That's always a sign for me of a well-coached team.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Frazier kicks to Davis. And here's Hill for three. Drills the three-pointer. Hill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Rondo again. It's Frazier. Rondo is doubled. 6 on the shot clock. Butler kicks to Portis. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his third assist on the night.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Hey, let's see if this turns into a long-range shootout.
New Orleans making some changes here. Montejunas comes in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Jordan Crawford is subbed in for Moore. Here's Hill. And he converts the layup. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Montejunas against Mirotic. For the three. And the Bulls get it back. Outside for Rondo. Here's Portis. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And surprisingly couldn't connect. That's a high percentage a look as he's going to get.
Out to the right wing. Dishes it to Davis. And shot on the way. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it was controversial in Chicago, but the Bulls hired Fred Hoiberg to replace Tom Thibodeau. Hoiberg played for a decade in the NBA, and at Iowa State, he was the fastest coach in school history to reach 100 wins. In Chicago, guys, it seems he's loosened the reins a bit, giving the players a little more leeway to shoot with confidence and air it out offensively.
The players have responded. Thanks, David. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Davis. Pondexter comes in for Hill. And Cook subbed in for Frazier. The Bulls leading by 10. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Montejunas. And again, no good by New Orleans. Grant outside. Lopez passes to Portis. Valentine with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game. Pelicans trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Chicago has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. The shot by Valentine, no good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
The offensive rebound. Yunus. And the jam by Yunus.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
So we've reached the end of the first. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. You know, Mirotic has been exceptional here, guys.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
I love to watch active defenders like him who never make anything easy for the opposition. He embodies great D.
They've got Anthony Davis. Frazier is out there with Holiday. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Hill in the 3. That's the Pelicans' 5.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Every time we turn around, he's getting another dish on the highlight reel.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And here are the Pelicans now. Down by 12. And Holiday, here we go. Missed inside. Holiday's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Butler in the corner. And it's Butler with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. On the inbound. And Mirotic sends it back. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Timeout.
Butler's got 4 assists in the game. And defensively, Steve, these days more and more teams are looking to switch screen rolls. Why is that?
Because of the new rules, Kevin. I mean, you look at it now, defenses can play a little bit of a zone. I think back in the day, imagine me switching out on Shaq. He'll go right into the block, and you couldn't have a guy come over unless he had the basketball. But right now, you can play more of a zone. So if teams who have multiple guys that can switch and defend multiple positions, they have an advantage.
Well, that's the thing that these teams want to get now. These players that are versatile play 3-4 positions sometimes, so they can do just what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're totally right. I mean, you have guys like Draymond Green can guard 1 through 5. This just has to be a luxury.
Isn't that amazing?
It is.
LeBron, another one. He can guard all 5 positions.
He got everything.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
The Bulls leading by 14. Rondo kicks to Lopez. And the rejection by Cousins. And it's Wade again missing. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Kicks to Cousins. The 3. Cousins with another miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Come on, Jimmy.
Butler, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Frazier dishes to Cousins. And Mirotic sends it back. Pelicans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Etuan Moore comes in for Frazier. Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. Grant comes in for Rajon Rondo. There's a screen. Shoots. That one wide left.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Davis.
I love how efficient he is shooting the basketball. Unfortunately, that's not translating into a lead for this team.
Grant the pass to Lopez. Portis kicks to Grant. Pelicans with the rebound. Cousins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
something seems off with him tonight. Maybe it's his rhythm or his timing. Fortunately, his teammates are playing well enough to keep them ahead.
Wade dishes to Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Poked away. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen DeMarcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA, dominant in the post and even adding the three-pointer to his game. But at times, his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned a corner, saying, "My mind has grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it. Now I'm becoming the professional I need to be. It took time." Guys, he understands he now has to lead by example.
He wants to win, David. You know that. Thank you. And here is the shot chart as we see how things are going.
Well, when you have a whole team that is locked in, this is what your shot chart looks like. They are moving the ball well and taking shots with confidence. When this team comes out and is knocking it down from all over like they are right now, they are one of the toughest in the league to beat.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Cook's checked in. And Motiejunas picks up the foul.
That's his second personal foul.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Zipser, the pass to Lopez.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one.
Jump on, pull it. You two players.
And so here is Chicago. Shoots from 14. Doesn't go for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bulls lead by 10. And we're covered. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. And so here is New Orleans. It's a 10-point game. So for Chicago right now, Mirotić at the power forward with Lopez in the middle. D-Wade out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's Butler in the three, the small forward. Rondo kicks to Lopez. Here's Davis. Mirotić grabs the miss. Mirotić has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
You could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
That was a risky pass. Poor decision, really. Fortunately, they didn't lose the possession.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Cunningham. Holiday comes in for Quincy Pondexter. And it's Frazier in for Jordan Crawford. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Rondo against Frazier. Now the pass to Mirotić. Puts up a three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're going to have a hard time climbing back into this game if they continue to defend like that.
Their defense has been atrocious all game long.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. No surprise, he was not happy with the turnovers. He told them, "We are giving this one away, guys. We've got to be more careful with the ball." play within the offense, and get good open shots. Kevin?
Rondo dishes to Butler. A three-pointer, no good. Pelicans trail by 11. Steve, I always hear you talking about your Spartans. Spartans this, Spartans that. Do you follow players more closely who enter the NBA out of Michigan State? I would think it's just natural.
No, for sure. I mean, I get
Our
a sense.
fans, they demand honesty.
Yes, for sure. I mean, I go up to Michigan State all the time, spend so much time. You got Draymond, you got Zach Randolph, Gary Harris, Adrian Payne, so many guys, Allen Anderson, so many guys in the NBA from Michigan State. It's hard not to follow, and we're a close-knit family.
That speaks to the program very well, doesn't it?
It speaks to leadership. Tom Izzo.
Yep. The dish now to Cousins. Connects from three-point range.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Rondo passes to Mirotic. And finished off by Mirotic.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Davis. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He is very frustrating to guard because he makes plays that will drive you crazy. The way he threw that pass with such ease on the run, that was a thing of beauty.
Frazier kicks to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
He has been one of the only positive things for his team. Everyone else is struggling.
The kick outside to Butler. Wasted no time on that one. And the Bulls lead by 10.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Exactly what he's trying to do. Take an opponent that's struggling to keep pace and just put them further in the rearview mirror. Not the best possession, but somehow they got the shot to fall.
Bulls moving the ball around. Rondo dishes to Wade. Butler from outside. Pelicans pull it in. Holiday with it. Butler covering. And Cousins kicks to Davis. Goes up from the top of the key. Not happening there. 5 misses now and 13 shots from the floor. To the inside. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Bulls.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And they really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one. And what a huge standout performance it was for Mirotic.
So many times tonight, one of his steals led to something else positive happening for them. And that's what that kind of intense defense can do for a team.
Here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact in. That one on Davis. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Being both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Every little bit helps. Outstanding work hitting those free throws.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 7. 34 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
Holiday, the pass to Pondexter. There's the feed to Cousins. The 10-footer. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wade dishes to Butler from outside the arc, but he stays with it. And it's Rondo in the corner. Battles through traffic and lays it in.
Assist goes to.
And the Bulls lead by 7. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They trail by 7. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? You can talk all you want, but I just don't see a scenario that's going to get them back in it.
It's a stretch for sure to say they can come back, but it all starts with executing out of the timeout. Let's see what he draws up here.
6 seconds left in the game. Inside. Shoot from the right block, and no good. Trying to use the glass. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. And we send you now over to Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith.
This crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as